Hello, welcome to today's edition of Citi News Daily on Citi TV. My name is Zoe Abu-Baidoo, and our top story for today, minority members on the Appointments Committee boycott sittings. We'll bring you the details of this shortly. Do stay. To our first story, and the minority members on the Appointments Committee of Parliament have boycotted sittings following concerns that they are being overstretched. North Tong MP and member of the committee, Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa, who spoke to Citi News Daily, said, notwithstanding an agreement by the House to go on recess on Wednesday, the majority side of the House is making attempts to delay till Friday. According to him, the consensus to go on recess on Wednesday was informed by the fact that there is no business available for the House to conduct, but the majority side said it wants the deputy ministers appointed by the president to be vetted before they rise on Friday for Easter celebrations. Apparently not happy with the tactics by the majority side of the House, the minority MPs on the Appointments Committee resolved Wednesday not to be part of the vetting. So yesterday, the Ghana Football Association named James Kwesi Appiah as the new head coach of the senior national team, the Black Stars. Well, this decision was taken by the executive committee of the FA after a 6-man committee presented its findings to them. Kwesi Appiah has been awarded a 2-year contract, which is to begin from the 1st of May this year. I've been joined by the editor of the sports desk here at Citi FM, Nathan Kwao. So Nathan, tell me, how have people been reacting or responding to Kwesi Appiah's reappointment?
Well, it's interesting. When you talk about the fans, I can say there's a 50-50 split. Some fans are happy, others are not, but that was to be expected. When you talk to former players, they seem to be very delighted that Kwesi Appiah is back, because there was a lot of back and forth as to who he wanted to employ, Ghanaian coach, foreign coach. They seem to think that a Ghanaian coach was better. If you speak to the officials, they are very satisfied. GFA boss Kwesi Appiah himself says Appiah topped the interview. GFA Vice President George Frey said he was chosen because he was the best among the three: Hugo Bruce, Willie Sanyo, and Kwesi Appiah. So the reactions have gone more in favor of the Ghanaian. You mentioned the 2-year contract, which is very true. He starts work on the 1st of May. His immediate task really will be to qualify the team for the World Cup, which I think is a bit of a very complicated situation. AFCON 2019 is more feasible. As to whether he'll be tasked to win, that's a completely different story. But at least between now and the next 2 years, those are the things Kwesi Appiah has to deal with.
Okay, do you have any reports? What's new is he supposed to bring on board? Anything new that Kwesi Appiah is expected to bring on board?
Well, first thing, he has to win an AFCON. We've not done that since 1982. We've gone through a host of coaches, local, foreign. They've both not done it. And so that's the number one thing he has to deal with, winning AFCON 2019. Personally, if you ask me, that's too much to ask, because he has to rebuild this team, put them into a tournament setting, see if they are good enough. And I feel that sometimes teams don't operate too well in tournament context when you give them expectations. But the Cameroonians did it at short notice, so maybe Ghana can do so. The next thing he will bring, like I said, he has to refresh this team. The back room has to be different, the playing body has to be different. Kwesi Appiah himself has a point to prove, because a lot of his followers and his supporters believe that he was treated unfairly. So he has to prove to all of us that he got it right in Sudan. He won best coach in Sudan, so he has to prove to us that that award was deserved. He has to show that he was good enough for the job, and he has to prove that he's the man who can take us far, and he's the man who can bring something new to this Black Stars.
All right, thank you very much. Nathan is the editor of the Citi Sports Desk here at Citi FM. We move to the Upper West region now, where tension is mounting in the Wa municipality of that region between the police and residents there. The residents are calling on the Inspector General of Police to immediately sanction an officer stationed at the regional police headquarters in Wa. According to the residents, Lance Corporal Believe Amedro has made some disparaging remarks against the chiefs and the people of the region on her Facebook wall. The residents are therefore demanding an apology or her immediate dismissal.
That the woman in question, to me, it's a bad comment, and nobody should condone such a comment. And to me, the only judgment for her is to be suspended for maybe indefinite until he apologized for the whole region.
Well, I think the girl went overboard because what provoked her for her to make such comments. You see, first there should be provocation. You understand? But nobody provoked her. And you went overboard insulting us as well and insulting our great grandfathers. You see, I was not happy. I was not happy, and I think the police should actually sanction her. Well, I would be very happy if she's sacked. If she's sacked, so that she can go and have her peace and live in a comfort zone where she thinks it's not her.
To our final story for today, and the Ghana Health Service has revealed that the 4 students of the Kwasi Academy School in the Ashanti region whose death recently plunged the school into some chaos died of meningitis. There were reports that the students died after being reluctantly granted permission to go home following complaints of sickness. Students of the school subsequently demonstrated against the school authorities over what they described as the mysterious death of their colleagues. But in a press conference this morning, the Ashanti Regional Minister Simon Osei-Mensah said autopsy reports revealed that the students died of meningitis. Meanwhile, the headmistress of the school, Eunice Nkansa, says the various dormitories will be decongested to prevent the disease from spreading. And that will be all for today's edition of Citi News Daily on Citi TV. My name is Zoe Abu-Baidoo. But don't forget to use the hashtag #StopGalamseyNow to join in curbing the menace. Do have a great day.
Second Image International admissions in progress. Courses available include hairdressing, beauty therapy and fashion. Call us 10243 331 999. Evening and weekend classes are also available.